Hi, guys. Welcome back to Kam and Kary to Dallas this week.
Hey guys.
And this week, we're so excited to have our guest, Lori Dixon. And
Yay.
she is a spiritual visionary and she is a life transformational expert. She has 4 years of doing therapeutic work under her belt and she loves working with children, youth families, and adults. She has an extensive background in neuroscience, which really helps her, working and helping her clients, which that is her passion. And Lori, thank you so much for joining us today. We are so lucky to have you here.
Yes, thank you for being here with
Thank
us.
you. I love you both, and thank you for letting me sit up here in between you two.
Yes. Yes.
Well, it's an honor to have you. I mean, and you know, uh, first I'm gonna start so I know you've been doing this for 40 years, and so what is your favorite thing about your work that you do?
Oh gosh. I think it's being able to watch people go from one step to the next
Mm-hmm.
and seeing them embrace life in a whole new way and really have a different purpose and glow about them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's gets me excited, gets me out of
Oh,
bed
gosh.
every morning.
Well,
I
I
love that.
I love that. And okay, so why don't we just deep right in? And I would love for you to, I would love the listeners to kind of have a little bit of glimpse and experience of your work and what you do. So why don't we start? And maybe you can do like a little reading of Cameron as if you guys were just, the two of you together here. And I can wait to see what say
Yes,
to
and
her.
I wanted to ask this too before we start. So, what is technically considered a reading?
Okay.
Since most people really don't understand.
Okay. Because I have a very solid spiritual background, I am Christian based. So I do bring in spirit and bring in God. I have a huge lineage of ministers and prophetic speakers and all of that behind me in my life. And so I use mine to do with one-on-ones with clients. So I don't just bring in when God speaks, but I also bring in knowledge and experience of 40 years of doing this with clients. And so it allows me to kind of bring both together in that. So I see things in you. I also see videos.
Really?
I will see images and spirit angels
yeah.
around you as well. But then I will watch a video clip of your life.
Really?
So I wish
my
you could
gosh.
see it because
Yeah.
it's pretty amazing
Wow.
when the video, especially Kary's. Kary's video clips are always quite interesting.
I am
Oh
not
my gosh.
surprised.
Now, how do you get the video clips? Do they naturally just come up when you think of the person? Okay. Or do you have to be in their space?
No, I
Okay.
can do audio calls, Zoom calls. But when I'm with them, I really get it. Usually it's over your right shoulder, and you'll see me look over there like
Yeah.
I'm staring at the wall.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God! Well, let's get started. I cannot wait. Go, tell us all the video clips, everything you
Yes.
see about Cam.
Oh,
so
good. Put me on
excited.
the spot, Kary. I guess
yes.
I'm going first.
You are.
Well, I will first tell you, ever since you walked in today, there are sparkles all
Really?
around you.
Oh my God, I love it.
So I don't know what you're in the middle of right now.
Okay.
But there is so much around you
Yeah.
that it's like little gemstones, like little, I feel like singing Twinkle Twinkle or something.
Oh my gosh, I love it. My face is like hurting because I'm smiling so much.
But it is. There is so much that's coming in your life that
Yeah.
is all about sparkles.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
Yeah, so it doesn't surprise me that you've got little sequins all over you as well today. It's kind of your mood.
Yeah.
But what I also do see is there's things going on with the kids.
Yeah.
That they're really jumping into some new areas that you're their biggest cheerleader.
Yeah. Yeah, that it's definitely. I'm a big cheerleader right now. All I do is drive them around and, to their activities, and I feel like I don't get home till like 9 o'clock every night. It's exhausting, but it's so fun, I'm definitely, there for them every step of the way right now.
And I think that's kind of part of the season that you're in right now, is that it's mom zone, but it's definitely where your sparkle is shining for them. And they will never forget that when they turn around at whatever activity, they know mom is sitting there and she's glowing.
Oh.
So it really does mean a lot for them.
Yeah.
Even if they don't tell you that.
Yeah.
Very much where they are right now.
Yeah.
It's very much a part of their development, and they really, really needed you right now.
Oh.
So I don't know if you're really feeling a pull. Like they'll have an activity and you have to get there early and you have to be in the front row. And
oh, yes. Mommy always has to be in the front row. As I bought front row tickets to the Rockefeller performance.
ooh,
Hilton's going to be in Rockefeller.
Oh,
So-
my goodness.
Yes. So she has been working so hard on that. Literally 3 hours, 4 times a week right now. They've been practicing nonstop. It's like nonstop. So I drop her off, go home, come back. Yeah. But she's, And then she's, horseback riding. List goes on.
I know she's in football.
Yeah.
So that's
Football,
like my thing I
tackle
love
football.
watching.
Yep.
I will
Yeah.
tell you, when you said Rockefeller, I got goosebumps head to toe. So that also is verification that that's going to move into another level. So
neat.
don't be surprised if she gets some offers from around doing that.
Oh, neat. Yeah.
Where it's like, ooh, we'd love to have her doing more. We'd love to have her move up.
Yeah.
But there's something around that as well. I still see you with sparkles.
Yeah.
So I also get a
Maybe
sense.
Sparkle Dog is going to be continuing.
I wonder. Except with Fancy.
Yes, with Fancy.
Yes, since Fancy had a birthday.
Yes. Yes.
Yep. So, but I also feel like there's some things that you and Court are getting ready to do that's different.
Oh, yeah? Ooh.
Either Court is getting an offer to walk into something development-wise,
Ooh.
investment-wise, that you're going to be a part of.
Ooh, nice. I want to be a part of that.
And I don't quite see what that is yet. I just know that it's something that you're going to have an interest area in.
Right.
Or you
And
may
I'll be
even
included.
bring it. Yes.
Ooh.
You may even
good.
be bringing it to him.
Okay. Ooh.
What about their sex life?
Oh, let's go there. Of course, we know Kary would bring that up. So, Kary.
Yeah, and we're talking about yours next, honey bun.
Yeah, we're gonna be turning that over there. So I will say, as long as she isn't spending all of her time just with the kids, Court feels a little left out periodically.
Oh, yeah, he definitely does feel left out. Yeah.
So I'm kind of feeling maybe a little like
More
spice it
attention.
up. Yeah, we need to make a plan for a couples night.
Yes.
I'm seeing couple massage in your
Yes.
future.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I need a massage, so that's great.
Yeah.
You need to bring a private masseuse to give you like at home
Yeah.
massages.
Yeah.
Put candles everywhere, and then when she leaves, you're already both naked and in the mood.
See? See?
There we go.
That needs to be like your Christmas present
Oh, well,
to Court.
yeah, okay. Well, yeah, he's probably going to expect maybe something else.
Yeah.
But that's a good way. If he was that easy, I'd be done with that. That'd be an easy Christmas gift. That'd be done.
And then you perform the happy ending.
Oh, yes.
Oh, there you go.
Now that's a perfect Christmas
Yeah.
gift.
Dinner and dessert. You know? So-
Oh, goodness. Well, yeah. Well, we just have to, Kary, are you going to be watching my children when all that happens?
Yeah,
in my house?
there you go.
Or is it going to be after bedtime?
Do you want me really at your house?
I was like, my kid's got to get out. I got to take him somewhere. I'm going to have a big job to do.
I'll take him for ice cream.
Yeah. I'd be like circling my house.
Oh
The job is
love
done,
that.
Kary. The job is done. You can take the kids back.
That's perfect. That is perfect. I love it. No,
Yeah.
I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it more than you know.
Yeah, it's so funny. Well, I do. He has told me that I'm always busy though, so I do see that. That's 100% true.
Yeah. And I really do see where, I don't know if you've noticed, but he's kind of getting to the needy point where it's kind of like, hello, I'm over here.
Yeah.
So don't involve
lost
him in a
in the
sport
family.
or anything else.
Yes. Yeah.
But I really do feel you need to do something special, whether
Okay.
it's a trip for the two of you
Yeah.
to go away for the
Yeah.
weekend.
Yeah.
You know, but it's
That's a
something
great idea.
A
special.
staycation.
Yes.
Oh, a staycation. I see
There you
staycations. I don't know if I
go.
like staycations because then I feel like I'm missing out at my house. Like I feel like, oh, what's
Ooh.
going on over there? I get anxiety.
Like you can,
Like-
that you can actually go there. Like you need to be far
and I'm
away.
like, well, my TV's over there, my shows, like, and I'm like, I don't know. It doesn't really work well. And then I'm like, so I kind of like, I feel like I have to go somewhere.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
think you should.
Yeah.
I also feel like you want to add in some sprinkles of time with him so
Okay.
that he doesn't go there.
Yeah.
He doesn't feel the lack.
Yeah. So does it feel neglected? Yeah. He's really
Yeah.
neglected.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, poor Court.
Poor
I know. Are
Court.
we all feeling bad?
You
for
guys,
Court
you're giving him
today?
too much ammo now. He's gonna be like, they said Cameron, like, he's gonna get too much
Court-
power now.
I
Court,
know.
you can pay me later.
Yes, yes.
He's like,
This
"Ma-
episode was sponsored
Yes,
by.
yes,
So
yes.
Cam is gonna be like making sure Court doesn't listen to this podcast.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll see if he listens.
Oh my!
It's so funny.
I love it. But I will say, for real,
Yeah.
I do see where you guys need to do some traveling together.
For sure.
Because you are always with your kids.
Yes,
And it's
yes.
important,
Yeah.
especially after the show being over.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, you're grounding back in who you are, and it's finding that sweet spot
Yeah.
for you. But I keep telling you, girl, there's something coming
Yeah.
that you have to get involved in.
Okay.
And it's about you opening stuff.
Yeah.
So we've had that discussion.
Yeah.
So I still see it.
Okay.
I still see
Yeah,
it. Neon lights over here.
Yeah, yeah.
So that Cam will have to tell you about that herself.
Yeah,
So, you know.
Oh, yes. Well, I'm so excited.
Some things are private.
Yeah.
So, you know, of course, her sex life with Court is not private.
yeah, I guess not.
You know, but it's like, oh my. But I do really see that both kids are doing great. And they love that you're back home with them
Oh,
and that
good.
you're spending time and they
Yeah.
feel very grounded
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
So that's an actual good thing that you
Okay.
guys are growing again as a
Yeah.
family.
Yeah, for sure.
So.
Yeah, I do know one thing my little boy keeps telling me. He goes, Mom, all you do is play on your phone all the time. And I'm like, I wasn't on my phone the entire 2 days when Court was out of town, and I was totally present, right? But like, I feel like he uses that to like suck me in. You know, it's like a trigger thing for me because he knows it's going to get to me. And then it's like, and of course, then it starts making me feel guilty to do things for myself because I'm like, well, I can't look at my phone.
He's
like,
good at giving you a guilt trip.
yes, he watches me. And so I'm like, oh. So anyway, so that's what I'm dealing with in my house. He's like, he literally said that this morning. He's like, Mom, he's like, you need to get off your phone. But the hard part is, it's like, okay, the phone, it's like there's business on there, there's emails, Mom's constantly working. And he's always like watching the phone.
Oh, wow.
So I'm like, oh. So anyway.
But I really also feel that he's learned to use that for
Yeah.
you.
Yes, that's true.
Because before you were having to
Yeah,
be always
that's
on your
true.
phones and devices and interviews and everything
Yeah,
else
that's
you were
right.
doing. So we knew that was a trigger and it worked.
Yeah, that's true.
So now you have to undo the trigger.
That's true. Yeah. So what can I do?
mhm.
What can I undo?
I think what you need to do is show him what you're doing.
Yeah. Okay. Oh,
'Cause-
that's a great idea. So he understands why I'm on there.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a great idea.
It's a different way of mom working now.
Right.
So that I don't have to leave you and go
Yeah.
do something else right now.
Right.
I can work from my phone. You know
And
how
they
daddy
know.
goes to the office and does
Yep.
this.
Right.
Mommy works here so she
Yeah.
can still be
at home.
present.
Okay, that makes sense.
Oh, I love that.
I'm gonna start doing that when I open my emails. I'd be like, okay, there's an email from your dad. He wants to know when the AV guy is coming.
Yeah.
Right. I'm gonna start.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start saying
Make him
it out loud.
include him.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Has he ever asked you about like being on an Instagram live with you or
You know, he hasn't, but when I do cameos, he always jumps in the background. And he's like, hey guys,
Oh,
It's
he
like
wants to
the
be part of
cutest
it.
thing. Yeah.
I get a sense where he really needs to do something with you.
Yeah. Okay.
So maybe like one day a week,
yeah.
you say, okay, we're going to talk about what we did this week.
Uh-huh.
You get to share whatever you want to share.
Yeah.
And mommy and you are going to have it. And people will listen.
Oh, that's cute.
And you know,
Needs to see that.
You know what?
Yeah.
We should also have him as a small guest, like we did Hilton.
Oh, yeah, we
So
should.
he doesn't live- he
That's
feels
a
left
great
out.
idea.
Yes.
We will do that.
We have to.
That's a great
Perfect.
idea.
Next time at your house, maybe like what he's asking
Yeah.
for Santa, something to
Oh, that's a
include
great
him.
idea.
Yeah,
let's
for
do
Christmas.
that.
Yes, let's do
We'll
that.
ask him what he wants from Santa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
Which he's still questioning Santa. He literally like has all his questions. So we'll ask.
Oh, yeah.
We'll bring him on and
We'll-
ask him
yeah,
what
we'll-
he thinks.
It's a great for Christmas.
Yeah. I want to know why he doesn't think Santa might be real.
Yeah.
And I want to know, like, why are you questioning it?
Yeah,
He
let's
keeps
do it.
questioning it.
And let's put
he-
it. And don't tell him about it. Let's put him on the spot.
Yes, and then he also says he's going to stay up till midnight and wait for Santa. He goes, I'm going to stay awake and I'm going to wait and I'm going to make sure he's
Perfect,
coming
because
down the
we're
chimney.
gonna say, Santa doesn't come until all the kids are asleep.
Yes, that's true.
It's like the thing that he does.
That's true.
I
I got to
mean,
remind him on that
love
part.
it.
So we'll remind him on when he's on. We're gonna be like, "How are you gonna do that?" Because
Yeah.
all my kids would wait, and then Santa showed up right after they fell asleep.
Yes, yes,
I
So
love
true.
that.
yes.
Oh, I think that's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Because I really do think he watches you
Yeah.
more than Hilton does.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Hilton is her own person,
Yes.
but he watches every movement you make.
Oh, yeah, everything.
And he wants to know what you're doing and how you're doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that would be really powerful.
Yeah.
And
that's a
for
great
him to
idea.
learn that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
I love it.
Yes.
I like that.
Yes.
Mhm.
Woo.
Oh, I love it.
Yes.
So are you done with her reading?
Unless she has any questions
I'm trying to
for
think
me.
what other questions. Let's see. Okay. I'm trying to think what would be a really good one. Okay. Well. Okay. So, my parents are moving here. So I'm so excited about that. And I am wondering if you see my brother and his wife eventually moving here as well. Because they're in California.
Mhm.
And my sister and I just convinced my parents to move here. So they're going to be here in officially, they'll be here in a week and a half. So I'm really excited. But
Wow.
I'm now worried because my brother is going to be left out. He's going to be the only Alan, in California now. We all were in
Yes.
California. Now we're all now in Texas somehow. So do you see him move in here as well one day?
It's not going to be right away.
Okay.
I think he's going to have to go through the feeling of the loss of having you all right there
Yeah.
and having you come there to visit because you won't be going there as much either.
Yeah.
And so I get a strong feeling that he has some real roots there. Does he have a business there? Or, yeah, they're deep.
Yeah.
He's really feels that he's very anchored there right now. But what I do see is him spending more time here
Okay.
so that he'll start coming and visiting more.
Yeah.
And then eventually your sister-in-law
Uh-huh.
is pulling on him. Because
Yeah.
I see it being her
Uh-huh.
that's the one that is saying, come on, come on, come on.
Yeah.
Let's go towards family.
Yeah.
And him finally pulling up most
Uh-huh.
of the roots.
Yeah.
So it's going to take a little bit of time, but I do feel like you're going to see him more.
Yeah.
And
That's good.
it's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
And they're going to be great at babysitting.
Yeah. Oh,
So
good.
that you guys can be able to go and do a little bit, but also to have more family for the kids to see, but also for you
Right.
and Court to have too.
Yes, I know. It was amazing. Like last night, I had to go to a birthday party, and Court was he was actually out of town, and I ended up going to the birthday, and my mom is in town, and I was like, Mom, can you go pick up Hilton? And I'm like, this is amazing. I have someone that can pick up my child now after business hours, and it's like the best thing ever. So I cannot wait.
Oh, I love that, Cam. For you, yeah.
Ooh, super support time. And I see a lot of family around you, especially around the holidays.
Yeah.
It's like a giant cluster.
Oh, good.
So you all are going to be doing a lot with each other.
Oh, good.
I love that. Yay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Love
I
that.
it. Okay, well, we're going to take a little commercial break, and we'll be back. But, Kary, I actually, speaking about family and, the holidays and, getting everyone together, I know a lot of people right now have a lot of anxiety. And I think it's so important for everyone to check on their mental health right now before you get into family environments, because family can trigger you. And there is this amazing app right now that's out there. It's actually called Talkspace. And what I love about Talkspace is it's a place where you can go and have a therapy session with a licensed therapist, and they even actually can provide medication if it gets to that point, which is beyond amazing. And you can go and talk about, your problems and work them out before you go deal with your family. And that way, hopefully you don't get triggered.
And I think this is an amazing, app to have during the holidays, especially because I know there's a lot of depression during the holidays. A lot of people don't have their families or they lost people. And it's a really, really tough time for people during, Thanksgiving and Hanukkah and Christmas. And, the holidays are really tough for so many people. So, yes, I love that Talkspace, has that option for people that they can call someone 24 hours a day.
I love that it's 24 hours a day because, sometimes people might wake up at 4 a.m. and have an issue and can't go back to bed and need to talk to somebody.
Yeah.
So I think it's so important to take care of our mental health, especially during the holidays. So it could also prevent future fights with the family.
that for sure. And,
Yeah.
and just sometimes somebody just needs that little, push to get through it, or just to get it out of their system and talk to a licensed therapist,
Yes.
online,
Yes.
which is so nice.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, if you need a little support to help you through the end of the year or want to start, building towards a better upcoming year, Talkspace is here to help. So match with a licensed therapist when you go to Talkspace.com and get $100 off your first month with the promo code DoDallas. That's $100 off when you use code DoDallas at Talkspace.com.
Okay, Kary. So you now are on the spotlight.
Oh, of course.
Yes. So it's your turn,
my
girl.
turn.
I'm so excited. I'm just gonna sit here and get my sparkling water ready and take a seat. And I just wish I had popcorn.
I know. I was just having so much fun just watching you reading.
Notice I have to turn my chair all the way because I want to view the movie over
yes,
here.
I know. You gotta tell us what's going on.
I love it. I will agree with what you all were saying about mental health. So what I want to make sure is that you stay balanced all the way through the holidays, girl. The holidays are going to be tough. I'm already going to let you know that. because you're going to be pulled in so many different directions, have so many opportunities, lots of events, and people asking you to go and do. You have to balance. And I have been saying for a bit, you are working on that balance with rest and play. Go be, go do.
Mm-hmm.
Because your health is going to be number one all the way through the end of this year.
Mm-hmm.
You're getting stronger, and you want to make sure that you maintain that for stamina into the new year. You have some really big things coming in 2022 that are going to be coming your direction in multiple avenues. I see 2 huge roads that are all coming for you. They're good ones, and they're going to be things that will have, like, sounds really funny, but I see them as windows. Where they're going to drive up to, it's a drive-in window. So, but we're driving up to the window, and you're going to be walking over and saying, yes, I want to engage in this. Yes, I want to go do this. Ooh, yes, I want to hear more about this. And yes, I want to go do that too. So you're going to have to make sure that the rest of life is balanced and that you've got it under your belt to be able to go do those things.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know why it keeps coming up to make sure you're maintaining your health through this. And I think part of it, okay, that's what I'm hearing really loudly. You give your all.
Mm-hmm.
You're either in or you're out.
Mm-hmm.
And so what I'm hearing strongly is that you give so much of yourself when you're involved with something
Mm-hmm.
that you forget and you deplete yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to make sure that you walk in slowly. It's not a plunge pool. It's one of those with a little, the kind of walk in,
It's
like
just
a
I'm
beach
so passionate. I
front.
can help it.
She is. It's so true. When you believe in something, you dive head
Mhm.
first.
Yeah, it's true.
So what I want you to do is, yes, put your toe in. Yes, then
I don't
say
know
that.
if I'm capable. That's going to be hard for me, for sure.
Yep, it's the new lesson in life that they're wanting you to learn.
Okay.
Because you also have to be able to come back out of the pool
Mm-hmm.
and know that you're not going to have to lay on the side of the pool and not have anything left.
Mm-hmm.
So balance. Make sure that you're still doing all those opportunities that are coming your way, because I don't see you saying no. It's your season of the yes. And so every opportunity, every window that's opening, you're going to be saying, let me know more. Yes. Let me know more. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to make sure you're maintaining.
Okay.
Okay. So when you're home, make it your safe space. Make it your down space. Do all those good things for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Cuddle up with your kids.
Mm-hmm.
I see them going to be around you near the holidays.
Mhm.
Are you taking a trip with the kids? Are you planning something to do with them?
No, not.
Are you sure?
Because they all come to here for the holidays. So, yeah.
Mhm. I feel like even if it's you all going down to Corpus Christi or Port Aransas, or you're doing something with them so that it's a go and do, and you all, because you need to get away a little bit from Dallas during that time. It may be going down to Austin, just hanging out so that you're spending quality time. Okay, I'm hearing Austin. So just so you know.
I have a big trunk show next week.
Yes.
There.
Oh, do you? Fabulous. Okay. I
And
see
she has
you
a
down
boy
there.
toy down there too.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
A boy toy.
Yes. He's adorable. I keep seeing him.
Oh,
Yeah, he's in the video too, just so you know. Remember what Lori says, play everything. play everything out, go through every opportunity.
Do you see any boys in my life
I
besides him?
do.
Oh, tell me more.
I do. I still see another one.
Ooh.
So
Uh-oh.
tall, dark, and handsome. So
Do you
Mhm.
is the other one in town?
I get a sense where he is in town, but he also travels. And so the feeling of that is that you'll see him when he is in town and where he is touching down so that you have time with him. And that's how you're going to interact with him for a while. You don't need anything quite full time yet. You have too many other things that are going on your plate, but it's going to be just enough time for you to fully enjoy it.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
She always has this twinkle. So I get a very big twinkle, more so when you talk and feel into that than when you do the other. Just so you know. I'm saying that
So you're saying
quietly.
that you see more that I'm in more into the guy in town than the out of town one.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
It's grounding.
Yeah.
It is purposeful.
Yeah. Not gonna argue about that.
And it's different. Don't worry about walking into things that are different, even though they don't feel quite right in some regards. You're going to have things that are going to come up soon that are going to be very different. And you're going to have, what's the season of?
Yes.
Yes. So we want to hear you saying that. Whether there's an offer on the table, whatever it may be, you're going to say yes to it for a while.
Oh wow. Okay.
And you're going to get a pull towards it. You're going to feel it. Literally. It's going to make you like have flutter. Okay?
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah, like butterflies.
So no matter I need to say yes to every trip I'm invited to.
For the most part.
Oh. Okay.
Except when you need
She
to
gets
be in
invited
balance.
like every weekend on a
Yes,
trip.
she does. She does. She does. But only if you're staying in balance with yourself. So you can say yes to staying home and being good to yourself
Mhm.
and being around those folks just as much as you can say yes to leaving the area.
Okay.
So
Right?
how does she stay balanced when she has so much energy as it is?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so
Mhm.
it's like when she has so much energy, like for me, I don't have as much energy as Carrie does. So does she feel like, oh, I'm tired? Because I don't really feel like she feels tired ever. Like,
No. Carrie
She's a
is
go-go
like the
bunny.
Energizer Bunny.
Yes.
She
So
is.
I'm just trying to figure out, like, how do people like her, like, slow their roll, right?
Oh my gosh.
Good question.
Oh my gosh, that is so true.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, but you know what?
It's
Actually,
true.
for the past couple nights, I had was asked to go out to dinner and do
Yeah.
things, and I stayed home.
Yeah.
Both
But were you
nights.
tired? Where you felt like, oh, I'm tired, I'll stay home? Or you just,
No, I was just like balancing it because I knew
Okay.
I was going out tonight and Friday
Okay.
night. So I was like, you know what? I don't want to like wear myself out because I know I have pretty solid plans Thursday and Friday,
yeah.
and I don't want to wear myself out
Okay.
before.
Okay.
So then I stayed home. And honestly, like last night, it was so weird because I was watching my favorite show
Yeah.
on TV that I'm watching right now. I'm like watching the impeachment, with Monica Lewinsky, and I'm so into it.
yes.
It's so good. Yes. And I'm like
Is
always
that on Netflix?
Apple TV.
Oh, okay. I'm
And
going to watch that.
and I am so like into it, So I was literally watching it, and it was like I don't even know what time it was, like 11 p.m. And I woke up at 2 in the morning, and I fell asleep like 15 minutes into it. So I must have been
Really?
tired,
Oh, yeah.
and I didn't even know.
You didn't even know.
Yeah,
Because your
because
body wasn't telling you, but you, yeah.
yes. So I kind of like fell asleep. So I guess I've been catching up also on my sleep and taking care of myself to be ready.
Oh gosh. Ready for what? Friday night dinner with me?
Yeah, Cameron.
Because I'm a wild one. So you can handle me.
Just Cameron
You
is
never
like,
know.
Yeah.
none of my friends want me out when I'm like, have a lot of energy.
I know. I'm hoping you go out tonight.
Yeah.
So that tomorrow we can all handle the situation.
Kary needs to have a pre-party.
Yes. She does. She does. We need a little buffer.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Yes. Yes.
So you did exactly what you're supposed to be doing. You're listening to yourself. You're listening to your body. You have to start doing that more intuitively.
Yeah.
And if you feel like going out and doing a pre-party before you go out with Cameron, you know, to get rid of some of that excess, then that's what you do.
Yeah.
But then the next day, you rest in the morning.
Yeah.
So it's all about that right now with you because you do have so much energy and we want you to recharge.
Yes.
Yes.
When we want Kary on, you know? So,
Yeah, for sure.
so that's a big piece of it. I do see some new things coming though in 2022. I feel like it's going to kind of push itself into some things that are still coming offer-wise that are around March and April. I keep seeing them move into like that, the end of that first quarter of the year where you're going to start like signing to go do something or agreeing to host something. So watch for some of those offers because I believe the world needs more Kary and some of the other things that are out there. Your time is coming. You know? But I do think that there's just a new outreach for you. I also have always told you that I feel like your jewelry line is going to up the game. And there's some kind of another partnership or collaboration that's coming into it where you both are going to elevate each other's brands. So I feel that real strongly, and I still feel that around you. So know that that's coming too. And I feel that it's going to be a good partnership because you won't be doing it by yourself, but yet you are doing it by yourself because it's still your jewelry and it's still your design and it's still your passion.
Okay.
But you'll be able to bounce off that other person.
I love it.
Yay.
And you're going to be having that over here. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Nice. So, what questions do you have for me, my dear?
Cameron, you want to jump in and ask any questions
For you.
for me?
Okay. Yes. Let's see. Okay. Well, okay. Do you see Kary being single for many years? Or do you see her, or do you see, well, not like single, like I meant like, do you see her marrying in a couple of years? That's what I meant by that. Is she gonna be married in a couple of years?
Yes.
Really?
Oh.
I think you are going to have to play for a while. And I also think that the right person that is coming and is around you, okay?
Has she met him?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
But it's going to have to play for a while. I think that you're going to go this speed and they're going to go then this speed. And then you're going to go back up a little and then you're going to, and when you finally meet in that, I think it will be fireworks. But I feel that you're both going back and forth a little bit as you're figuring this out. You are not going to be by yourself a long time. That won't happen. And I think this one is really solid because you bring out the best in each other and you challenge each other. And that's really something that you need now.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. I need somebody to take control.
Now, is she going to
That's
stay
right.
in Dallas for the next 10 years?
I see you here for a while. I see you living somewhere else, and I see you coming back. So you may have a place that stays here, but I see it almost where you're going to, and I see you headed international. I see you headed West Coast, and then I see you coming back here. Like it's a point of, coming to see friends or coming to see some family that may be here.
Mm-hmm.
So know that you're not going to have like just a place here in Dallas and that you're going to be here for a long time.
So
I'll
I'll have a place here like as a grounding place, and then I'll
Yes.
be okay. I can see that.
Yeah. You may have a warehouse here.
I love it.
So, but I do see there being roots here, but you also are dropping seeds other places where you're planting things.
Okay.
And you're doing that with your new person.
Mm-hmm. What does Dulce think of her mommy? Dulce's her dog.
Dolce.
Dolce. Sorry. Dolce. What does Dolce think of her mommy?
Yeah.
Wait, Dolce means candy, right?
Sweet.
Sweet, right?
Sweet.
But then what's Dulce? That's different. I just said it wrong.
Dolce Gabbana.
Yeah.
How do you say Dolce Gabbana?
Oh, that's Dulce. So that's Italian.
That's
That's
Italian.
not.
Mm-hmm.
Get my Italian and
your
Spanish mixed up.
Yes.
Okay.
But
Dolce.
Dulce in Spanish you say dulce.
Oh, dulce.
Mhm.
Dulce.
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 But in Italian you say dolce.
Oh, okay.
So her
gotcha.
name is Dolce.
Dolce.
So
Okay.
she's sweet and Italian.
Oh.
I love it. She really wishes that she could go everywhere you go.
Oh.
That's true. She's so high maintenance.
Oh.
And she has some separation challenges that she does not like to be without you.
Oh, 1,000% true.
If she could go like fancy goes in your purse, then she would, but that won't work. So just know that that's part of some of the behaviors that you've been seeing are because there's some separation.
Oh, yeah,
anxiety.
behaviors. Like she peed on top of my coffee table.
There you go.
That's a behavior situation. So she's like in So's timeout. She has to always be either outside now or when I leave, I put her in the guest, bathroom. And I'm like, Dolce, you created this.
Yeah.
This
right.
is all your fault.
That's right.
Like, what dog pees on the coffee table when they're
Yeah.
10 years old?
No.
I mean, like, please.
Oh my
like,
gosh.
I was
the
like,
coffee table?
yes.
No.
The coffee table.
What?
I mean,
Now that's funny.
she
Oh
is
my
so bad. And then
gosh.
even in the backyard, there's like a tiny little opening. She's like a Houdini. She figures out how to get out of there.
No.
Yes. Like I'm having to.
Does she end up on your door then?
No, yes. She goes to my door, the neighbors are texting me. Oh, we have your dog. I'm like, oh my God. Dolce's
Oh
always
my
getting me in trouble.
Goodness.
So I'm having to bring like the fence people to make sure there's no openings to, fence every little thing.
Yeah.
So that she can get out.
Oh.
But that's why.
Yeah. She's
trying to get your attention.
she's more high maintenance than my daughter. Seriously.
But they get older. They get better with age. Well, most of them do.
I wouldn't say about teenagers, but Isabella, she's 14 and she's like so easy. Even when I have her, she just does her homework. She's doing her thing. She's with her friends. She's texting with meeting boys now and things like that. Oh gosh. Yeah, now they get all dressed up with like all their makeup and we're walking over to the Highland Park High School. I'm like, who are you meeting? All of a sudden, you guys it looks
You
like
should follow her around the
no
corner.
kidding.
Your binoculars.
All made up and made up and everything, makeup to go to the Highland Park High School.
No way.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
It's like their new little thing.
makeup started.
Oh yeah, makeup started and they're like do their hair and they're like going out there. They have like a little group of like 30 of them, like 15 girls, 15 boys.
Okay, that's a lot.
I know.
Wow.
Yes, that's a lot. And they all meet up and Like, she's quite the social butterfly,
Oh my goodness.
which I'm so surprised because she's such an introvert.
Uh-huh.
So I'm surprised she's, so, but I love it. She has such a social life, but she's so easy.
Oh.
Now, Dolce is like, oh my gosh, like when I have her, she's my stress when I'm at a dinner.
Oh
Or like,
no.
I have to get home for Dolce, or where's Dolce? Or she's escaping, or I'm getting text messages.
No.
It's like, my dog is my situation right now,
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
I love it. Maybe we could walk her over to the Highland Park High School.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
Oh my gosh.
I will tell you, I see a crate training in your future.
Yeah,
for
I'm
her.
going to have to get a crate.
Oh, we got to call Brad.
But yeah.
There you go.
911,
There
Brad.
you
Yes.
go.
We need him.
Brad Bevel.
Yeah.
And we need a treadmill.
Yes, we need a treadmill.
I don't have room for that in my house. I'll bring her over to Cam's house.
Yeah, her 1
Oh
hour
my
a
gosh.
day.
Doggy daycare.
Westcott Academy.
Oh, I love it.
Oh my gosh, Lori, it's so amazing to have you here.
Oh, thank you.
Where can our listeners contact you or find you if they want to have any of these amazing readings or sessions with you? Would you give them your information?
Of course. It's easy. You go to my social media on Instagram or Facebook as Walk with Lori, Lori. You can also go to my website, walkwithlori.com, and fill out a contact. And I will be glad to get back with you. I work with all sorts of therapeutic things as well. So I am here. That's what I always say. So thank you for letting me be on here with you all today. I love you both dearly.
Thank you for coming and
Of
joining us.
course.
Thank you so
Of
much,
course.
Lori. And we will see you next week, guys.
We'll see you guys next week.
Thanks for joining.